I've been wanting to do this video for a hot minute. I wanted to talk about this topic, which involves you completely accepting yourself, loving yourself. I'm not talking about loving your body, loving your image, loving who you are as like what you do for a job or anything like that. I'm talking about really realizing that you are this spirit, you loving your own spirit. Okay, I'm not talking about your personality even. Maybe a little bit, because your personality, I think, is very related to your spirit. But it's still like a human concept. I'm talking about you really loving your spirit and dropping all traumas. Okay, even though you think you might have had some trauma. Of course, we all have had trauma. Or you think it's still, affecting you, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about really becoming consciousness, this spiritual being that you are. You are not this body. I really want you to grasp this idea that you are not this body. I mean, there's a lot of videos. It's very trendy out there, the spirituality with the manifestation community, right? It goes hand in hand. You manifest your life through being spiritual, whatever. But true spirituality is like really not give a fuck about nothing. It's really just about being a creator. I don't even know how to explain that. I'm talking about doing the art because you want to do the art and not because you want to be famous. It's like you're doing certain things to express yourself in this 3D reality that we're stuck in, basically. I mean, I've always felt stuck. I've always felt like, what it'd be like, imagining what it'd be like to be my truest form, in spirit form. Wouldn't it be so fun, always just flying around and just, I don't know, my imagination is really wild. So maybe that's why I've always felt a bit trapped here. And I obviously found the truth that, about the soul trap. And when you actually come to the realization of the truth, then you're like, it makes sense why I felt like that. I mean, I do all sorts of art. My place is full of art. And I make videos, and I'm passionate about so many things. But I still feel like this life is just dragging on. I'm kind of stuck here. I just want to be my sort of spirit form. Of course, I mean, I would never go for the, thing starts with S. I would never go for that. But I still feel like I am limited here, and I just don't like to be limited. And, I feel like I'm so capable of doing so much more and having way more fun and having a better freaking existence and time. I mean, even though that time does not really actually exist outside this time matrix, I'm just, I just know that it could be so much better. I just feel it in my bones. So back to the topic. This video can be helpful for people that are having a hard time with the soul trap. They're new to it. They're having a hard time. I mean, when I first found out, I kind of accepted it straight away, even though I freaking hated it. Even though it really pissed me off. It made me really depressed. For a few days, I was really just not feeling it at all. Even though it did that to me, I accepted it. I didn't hear about it and go, nah, that can't be true. Because when I found the truth, I knew it was the truth. Okay, and I accepted it, even though it felt really shitty. But I can understand why a lot of people would try and resist it. I mean, I can't really understand why, because I would rather know the truth, even though it hurts. I'm that type of person. Then I'm not fake at all. We've been tricked to pretty much live a lifetime here. I can see why it can be really shitty for most people. They wouldn't want to accept it. They'd want to resist it. They'd want to fight it. If you're like that, there's a big possibility that you don't love yourself. You don't love your spirit the way I was explaining. Because once you do that, once you drop the ego, once you drop the traumas, then you will start to see that this place is against us. This place is not fair. This place is not acceptable. You get to a point where you're just like, nah, enough is fucking enough. I do not accept this whatsoever. I did not choose this. I did not sign up for this. Fuck with all the lies. There's a certain level of anger that comes with that, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Anger in that case, it's honestly that step to that self-love, to that love your spirit fully, and getting rid of all the Stockholm syndrome, that you think that this place is a school and you need to learn harsh lessons, you need to suffer to graduate or to become better or whatever, or to evolve or whatever. That is the Stockholm syndrome, like you deserve it or some shit. No, you don't. When you start to love you, really, really love yourself, truly, you don't accept that shit. It's not acceptable anymore. So it really comes down to that. If you are resisting the idea, it really comes down to this, I think. You really need to work on yourself. You really need to heal your traumas. You need to drop your traumas, because you know what? Healing never ends. You need to see yourself as a spirit. You need to become your consciousness, not just look at yourself as this freaking body. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video to maybe open some eyes of why certain people accepted that this is a soul trap and they're okay with it. You know, I mean, it's really painful to be this awake. It really is. Knowing that this very well could have been a trick and you did not choose to be here at all. And it's always felt like that as well. But you just couldn't put your finger on it because we've all been so brainwashed to think that this is life. That's what I mean. A lot of people have just accepted that this is life. Life is up and down. It's just the way it is. Have you ever thought about maybe there's something outside of this? Maybe this is not what life is. Maybe this is the fake life. Maybe the real life is somewhere else. Anyways, guys, I'm sure some of you feel me on this. But yeah, these are my thoughts, and I'm going to talk to you guys later.